So let's talk about the latest issue in the Walking Dead comic book series, shall we? In case you ignored the my little info in the description box, for those of you who only watch the TV series and you don't, you haven't picked up a comic, you may not want to watch this video. But hey, if you don't care, then hey, welcome. Anyway, so the issue starts out with um everybody grieving. I mean, it seems like everybody has already been told that the horrible news of what happened, and they're crying, they're in tears, and so on. But that would have, I mean, I would have preferred that if we heard Rick's speech of what was going on, and then or at least while they showed him crying, they can sort of flash back to where you hear his voice as they're crying, and then you hear his voice and you see him saying the words and stuff. But that's just me though. That's what I would have preferred. And then Father Gabriel throws them a little ceremony, like to honor their passing, and yeah, that was nice of him. And just when I was about to make a video saying what the fuck happened to Gabriel, I mean, like, did he die? Was he vanished? Did he exile? What happened to him? Like where the hell was he? But because we haven't really seen much of him in the comic book series, so that's why I was getting a little like, did he die or what? But it turns out that he's still there, and he's still doing, he's still being the priest. So yeah, but I don't see him being that lucky on the TV series. Yeah, but anyway, Rick and Maggie, catches up with they catch up and they talk, and then that's when she decides to confess to Rick of her executing Gregory, and Rick does not take it well. I mean, why? I don't know why he doesn't take it well, because I mean, that group as a whole has made terrible decisions to get to where they are now. I mean, like, you figured if anyone understand, like Maggie's call, I mean, it would be Rick. But he goes posto, and then Dante, comes in and tries to, tries to contain him, and then he starts beating him with his pimp stick, and then there's Jesus, and he's trying to hold Rick down, and then Maggie walks over to him and yelling at him, and then before you know it, yeah, Rick, pimp slaps Maggie with his pimp stick, like, whoa. Whether if it was out of rage or out of, rage where all he can see is red, or maybe it was just by accident where it was just like Maggie just got into, walked into the line of fire, and she should have just, kept her distance. But anywho, she gets up, she starts beating the fuck out of Rick, punching him, kicking him in the gut, and punching him, kicking him, kick punches all in the mind. There's just mad havoc there. I mean, like, they just lost people they love, so yeah, there's a lot of issues there. So you understand why Maggie, gives him the beat down. So then eventually she stops, and then he apologizes, and then like, this is like a lot for everyone to deal with. But Rick was really in no position to really get mad at Maggie. I mean, come on. I mean, the dude tried to kill her off like, like Game of Thrones style, like how Joffrey was killed. Yeah, I mean, like, that's, I mean, the dude had it coming to him. He had it coming to him. Like, come on. I mean, Rick would, ought to understand better than anybody in that group. I mean, shit. Okay, so then there's Rick talking to Eugene, and he's telling him like he doesn't want anybody going off and half cocked and everything, or whatever, or just pretty much making a reckless decision that can get them killed. I mean, like, come on. I mean Rick got a glimpse of what these people are capable of. I mean, like, yeah. So I mean, like, how would you handle that situation? I mean, seriously. I mean, come on. I mean, that shit ton of walkers that they have, I mean, at their disposal. I mean, come on. I mean, that shit ton of walkers that they have, I mean, at their disposal. I mean, come on. I mean, that shit ton of walkers that they have, I mean, at their disposal. I mean, come on. I mean, that shit ton of walkers that they have, I mean, at their disposal. I mean, come on. I mean, yeah, that can, I mean, that can just terrify the hell out of you of what could happen if one small mistake is made, and then and then it's at the point of no return, and it's a wrap. No more Alexandria, and possibly no more. This community will be torn apart, probably as bad as how the governor destroyed the prison. I mean, it will be like that all over again. But Rick is, at that point, like, yeah, this cannot go unpunished. I mean, so he has a plan. I mean, like, he's not willing to let this, pass. He's not willing to waiver, this loss. So, I think he's trying to be smarter about what to do here, like what to do in this situation, and he's trying not to. He's trying his best to keep everybody within the community from being killed. He's trying not to let anyone else get killed. But Eugene said, and then Eugene said to him, "But we do have that woman's daughter," and that's how it ends. Ooh. Yeah, maybe that might be. Oh no, Lydia is not safe there. Like we're getting that idea because there's gonna be some people there who are not in their right minds where they may want to retaliate. Like, yeah, we have her daughter. Like let's string her up, and burn her down like she's a witch or something. Or they can just just threaten her, just torment that poor girl because of what her mother did. It's not like she was a part of it, like that per se. Sheesh. She's more preoccupied with Carl than she was with, that woman's plans. It is ridiculous. Rick needs to, I don't know if he told them what they were capable of. I mean, like, you know, I mean, like at least him and Maggie and then all the main people of the group can get together and just tell them what these people are capable of, and how those ton of walkers are at their disposal. But like I said, in my other review for issue like 145, that Rick should go downstairs and let that crazy ass motherfucker out of his cage, and yeah, let him start up some crazy shit. But that might not be a great decision either. But he's the necessary evil that Rick possibly potentially needs. So that is my take on the situation. So we don't know what is going to be the official plan of how to handle this. So the suspense is building and building and building and building and building and building and building. Not a bad issue. I like how it's building up suspense. So sometimes you need that, and I think this is building up to something bigger and bigger. Like a really big, fucked up, like a massive blood-shedding war. Yeah, it's gonna be cray cray. So I give this issue. I'd say it deserves an 8. For the suspense build up. Yeah, it deserves an 8 for that. Some of you may say it's 7, 6 minus or whatever because there's no action going on here, but hey, it's The Walking Dead. There's an action and it calms down, when it needs to, and then it gets back into the action and it calms down when it needs to. That's the pattern. It's not like some big, some big, huge Hollywood budget, blockbuster superhero movie. This is a drama, action-packed drama of the zombie apocalypse. So, that's what we loved about this story to begin with. Like the character development. The action stuff is the frosting on the cake. So, yeah. So, feel free to leave your thoughts in the comments section, and if you liked my review and my take on the whole thing and what I think is going to happen and how I thought about this issue, feel free to thumb up the video, share the video, and subscribe to my channel for more awesome videos to come. And until next time, in the next issue, you best believe we're going to be talking about it. Nerdy Boysian is out. Peace.